Hi everyone, it's Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I am back and I'm going to do a flip through today of my September in my bullet journal, and then I'm going to show you my October setup. Happy October. I hope everybody has a fantastic month. September for me was kind of a whirlwind, and now I'm kind of battling a cold of some sorts, but I wanted to get another video out there. I missed making them, and so I'm going to go into what September looked like in my bullet journal. Obviously it was a month of changes for me, going back to work full time and seeing how I was going to manage with my bullet journal. And I have to say that I'm very proud of myself in how I really kept up with everything for the most part. Again, if you saw my September setup, you'll see that I cut back on some of the spreads because I knew realistically I was not going to have that much time to do the rock your handwriting challenge, for example, or things like that. So let's flip through really quickly for September. Okay, if you remember, I did a kind of back to school arts and craftsy kind of theme for September, and I kept the schedule all throughout. This worked out so great. I loved this spread. Again, as you could see here with my blog on YouTube, it kind of like fell by the wayside, and I made a goal for October to try and post at least once a week on YouTube again. I miss making the videos, and I want to get more out to you guys. But this was September. When gratitude log all filled out, I really made it a point to stick to it, especially in September and the beginning of the month going back to work. It was a little challenging. So I really needed this more than ever, I felt, this month. So I was glad I kept up with it. My September memories and my habit tracker, I have to fill out the last couple of days of September here, and I have to fill out the memories. But again, I was really kind of happy with the fact that I kept up with it for as long as I did. You know, I didn't really skip days or anything. Then we have the Doodle With Us in September challenge, and this was so fun. It's still not too late to join us for Doodle With Us in October with me and Christina from Christina77 Star on Instagram, and it's a fall autumn theme that we're doing for this month. But this was the back to school theme that we came up with, and it came out so cute. I loved it. It was so fun, and I was actually kind of amazed that I finished it a couple of days early, considering that I was at work and stuff. So I was really proud of myself that I did this and I finished it. All right, so a couple of the layouts that I did for September. I did a Dutch door as I was trying to get ready for everything going back to work. So this served me very well, and I did meals and weather, and this was from the August Planner Society kit. The blue and this like turquoise washi tape, it was just beautiful. Then my morning routine, I really needed this, especially going back to work, kind of like in my head logistically how things were going to play out. What to do the night before, in the morning, and you know, really making it a point to be out of the door by 7:15. So yeah, and since I was back at work, I posted this on my Instagram a few weeks ago. I really now that I'm back at work, really wanting to save up enough money so we can, you know, go ahead with the next chapter, getting a house and all this other stuff. So I'm really trying to stick to it, and I did a mason jar, and it's just, again, there's something just so satisfying about just marking off as, you know, as you're building to that. So we're going to this is going to be a work in progress, and I'm going to transfer this into my new bullet journal, which I'm going to start in November, because October is going to be the last month in this pink, beautiful bullet journal of mine. So I'm definitely going to transfer this over into my new bullet journal. Then I did a kind of a back to school theme with the, you know, the grass washi tape I've used, you know, every so often with my apple, and I did with my Prismacolor color pencils, kind of the ombre effect here. Okay, then for the, I guess the third week that I did here, I did a vertical Dutch door. I like this because this was like a good transition from summer into kind of like the more fall colors. Again, using the boxy headers, using my highlighters, the zebra mild liners, to kind of coordinate with the washi tape. And so this turned out well. And I like the vertical because it can lay flat after the fact, so it doesn't really bulk up the bullet journal. But again, I loved this spread. Okay, and then we have here welcoming in fall. Okay, so this was last week's spread. And I referred back to a layout I had done back in May. And I loved how it all just kind of came together. Again, I like the weeklies because I could just kind of put things in as I go. But I loved how this came out, especially using the bold pens versus the fine pens and having that contrast with one another. It really turned out really great. Okay. All right, these are pages that I'm going to add onto my new bullet journal for November, which I have to start setting up. These were Q&A questions for my last YouTube video, and this is this current week. I kind of like went with a more minimalist spread, okay, with the dailies being here, but yeah, so this is where we're at, and this worked out well. I do like it. I think, though, next time I do want to make the lines a little more bold. I don't know if I like how fine the lines are, especially in the boxes, but whatever. It's always a work in progress. So, yeah, again, this worked well. I like function, you know, and this worked out well. Then here for the last page, because my son is going to be 18 months next week, I've just kind of kept a running log of all the words he's been saying. You know, I still have to write more as he says them, but I figured for those of you that have toddlers out there and, like, you know, just kind of I think documenting these things as you go along, I wanted to do that, and so I left this blank page here. So then we get into October. Hello, October. Using my Tombow dual brush markers, again, I went with my own abstract version of a fall scene here. Using, again, I like to use color schemes every month. I did the yellow, orange, green, and like this darker magenta pink. And so I did my own take on a fall scene here. That, again, carries over into my monthly calendar and my blog schedule page, which I copied the same as last month because I loved it and it worked for me, and I love the dot calendar. I think it's just a clever way to just mark down events and everything. So that was pretty awesome. I have my gratitude log ready to go for October. Again, doing little falling leaves and everything like that. So this was really, really neat. And I took my Tombows and I just, you know, went down and I, again, any ways to add simple color. Then I have my October memories page, and you'll see this month I went with more like a cursive, you know, like a nice script for the headers, as opposed to September where I did more just of a, you know, all caps font. Okay, so I kind of went a little different here. This is my habit tracker for October, keeping it simple with my health, personal, housework, and social media stuff. I kept it the same as last month. It was just enough for me to keep track of. It wasn't too crazy with me going back at work and everything. And so I kept it the same. I'm always a big believer, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's what I did for October, again, with the little falling leaves everywhere. And then I have my printable for Doodle With Us in October with all of the prompts here. You can get this at my my blog at alexandraplans.com. The printable is free. You print it out on a shipping label, put it in, and you're good to go. And so that's where I'm at with October. So next week's week will go here, and as you can see, I'm already on page 221, and so yeah, I already have one page back here all used up for a pen test. So I have about what, like 25 pages left here, and this will bring me to the end of my bullet journal. And so for me, I average about 6 months in a bullet journal. And so it's going to be really exciting to set up a new one. And I want to thank you guys again for your input on what my new bullet journal color should be. I went with white. I know I'm kind of brave by picking white, but so this is the one. I put a gold mandala sticker. I ordered it from KLM Vinyl, I believe, on Etsy. I'll have it linked below, and I put it on here just to give it a little pizzazz. I figured that the white would be really good for the winter months, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and with the snowfall and stuff. And so stay tuned next month for when I really set this up, because again, look, it's brand new. I haven't even touched it yet, but it's going to be awesome. Just really just kind of revamping spreads that I've had in this one, you know, making them, you know, tweaking them a little bit more and refining them, and it's going to be awesome. So please join us for Doodle with us in October, because it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm so glad to be making like a video again. I mean, I made one last week, but it was kind of like rushed, but I'm just really happy to kind of get back into it, and I'm really going to try and commit to making more videos for you this month, because I've missed it. So give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye guys, happy October.